The number 14 hangs in the Emirates, like a curse. Not worn with honor since 2007, not carried with pride since the king departed. Thierry Henry's 228 goals in that jersey remain untouched, a record no other man has matched in Arsenal's history. And now, Viktor Gyökeres slides his arms through those sleeves. The Swedish striker who cost Arsenal £63 million doesn't just carry expectations, he carries ghosts. The ghost of every failed successor, the ghost of every empty net, the ghost of Thierry Henry himself watching from the shadows. But here's what nobody's talking about. No player in Europe's top 8 divisions matched Gyokeres' 39 league goals last season. Impressive, right? Wrong. Portugal isn't England. The Primeira Liga isn't the Premier League. And 39 goals against Marítimo and Estoril don't mean a damn thing when you're facing Liverpool at Anfield on a cold Tuesday night. Here's the uncomfortable truth Arsenal fans aren't ready to hear. Those goals in the Portuguese top flight aren't a fair judge of quality. Every single striker who's dominated inferior leagues and failed in the Premier League knows this. Paulinho, Bas Dost, Slimani. The list of Portuguese league top scorers who became Premier League phantoms is longer than Arsenal's trophy drought. 27 years old. That's not young anymore. That's not potential. That's supposed to be prime. But is Gyokeres arriving at his peak, or has Arsenal bought a player already past his best? Watch the tape. Study the movement. The Swedish striker relies on space, thrives on chaos, feasts on defensive mistakes that simply don't exist in the Premier League. Arteta believes the striker is determined to prove himself, showing the right mentality. But mentality doesn't score goals. Movement does. Intelligence does. The killer instinct does. And here's the question that should terrify every Arsenal fan. What happens when the space disappears? Sporting CP has a problem. They develop strikers. World-class, devastating, unstoppable strikers. Then those strikers leave, and they never, ever reach the same heights again. Islam Slimani, 27 goals at Sporting. 6 in 3 seasons at Leicester. Bas Dost, 34 goals at Sporting, disappeared without a trace at Eintracht Frankfurt. The pattern repeats, the cycle continues. The Sporting system elevates ordinary players to extraordinary numbers, then spits them out into the unforgiving reality of elite European football. Gyokeres isn't breaking this curse, he's the latest victim of it. Emirates Stadium holds 60,000 souls. Every single one of them will be watching, waiting, judging, comparing every touch, every shot, every movement to the ghost of number 14. The transfer is subject to the completion of regulatory processes, but the psychological process, the mental warfare, that's already begun. Gyokeres inherits more than a shirt number. He inherits 2 decades of striker failures. 2 decades of false dawns. 2 decades of this is the one, turning into what were we thinking? The pressure will crush him before December. Mikel Arteta has bet his career on this signing. No backup striker, no plan B, just Gyokeres and hope. Hope that 39 goals in Portugal translates to 20 in England. Hope that a 27-year-old can handle the intensity of Arsenal's title chase. Hope that lightning strikes twice in the same cursed shirt. But hope isn't a strategy. Hope doesn't win Premier League titles. And hope certainly doesn't fill the void left by Thierry Henry. Arteta's tactical system demands perfection from the striker position. Clinical finishing, intelligent runs, unbreakable composure under pressure. Everything Gyokeres has never been tested on at the highest level. Viktor Gyökeres cost £63 million, but what did Arsenal really buy? The goal scorer or a ghost story waiting to happen? A savior or another chapter in their striker graveyard? A king or just another pretender to Henry's throne? The Emirates Stadium will have its answer soon enough. But right now, one truth echoes through the corridors of N5. The number 14 shirt doesn't make you Thierry Henry. It buries you beneath his shadow. And Viktor Gyökeres, he's already 6 feet under.